Hey guys, I'm going to make a video today for all you shift workers out there. I want to talk a little bit about shift working, how it's affecting your health, and some nutritional strategies, as well as some health strategies you guys can do to, offset some of the damage that you're doing to yourself. So, unfortunately, there's no easy way to put it, but there's been studies and research findings that say that just shift working, working during the night when we should be sleeping, and sleeping during the day when we should be awake, is taking 10 years off some people, some study groups' lifespan, just like that. Not alcohol consumption, not lifestyle factors, bad eating, nothing like that. This is just shift work. So I want to, establish some stuff and look at some strategies you guys can implement to offset that and to help you guys being as healthy as possible. I've got some notes off to the side because I don't want to talk for too long, so I'm just going to make sure that I'm not going off onto any tangents. So I guess first of all, biologically, we are supposed to be awake during the day when there is sunlight and asleep during the night when it's dark. And shift working directly influences that and directly influences our circadian rhythm, which is essentially like our biological clock. And it can disrupt things and affect things like our overall energy, our metabolism, digestion, cardiovascular system, hormones, and immunity. So our immune system, so a lot of shift workers, you might find that you get sick quite often. And that might be the field that you work in as well, but it can really affect your immunity. And on top of that, it kind of makes it hard for you to create some habits. It stuffs around things like your hunger hormones, your appetite, when to eat, when not to eat. That stuff will change, as well as, even making it hard for you guys to attend social activities and be physical as well, and move around. So, and that's why we had this 10-year lifespan thing happen as well. They can just completely get taken off your life. So, let's talk about nutrition first. So, definitely try and plan ahead and schedule your meals. So when you should be eating. And I get this question a lot is, when should I be eating if I'm a shift worker? So let's just take a 10 p.m. shift to say 7 a.m. and how you're going to spread your meals out. And really, realistically, you want to just spread them out like you're a 9 to 5 worker. So let's just say you wake up at 5 or 6 p.m. because your shift's starting at 10. Have something to eat. Hopefully there's probably a little bit of sunlight out. I would say try and get outside and get direct sunlight exposure to your eyes, and that's going to trick your circadian rhythm into thinking that it's the morning. And then you can, you come back, you have a meal. Let's say you have like a pre-shift meal around 9 p.m. So you had it at like 5 or 6. Eat again if you're hungry. Have a meal. If you're not, have a smaller snack, which you will probably have in the morning anyway. Then you would have around midnight or just after midnight a snack, 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, another meal, and then when you get home, say after 7, you have something before bed, casein, protein, something pretty light. For the rest of your meals, but balance them out like you normally would on a normal day. So your protein, your carbs, and your fats. Nothing should change like that. The same thing goes for like caffeine. So caffeine's a really big one. We find a lot of shift workers in the industry, like caffeine and stimulants are a really, really big thing because they're trying to stay awake. Making sure that you balance out your meals and you have enough is going to help with your energy too. But also think about, not many people are going to have a cup of coffee at like 5 or 6 p.m. at night when they're about to go to bed at 10 or 11. It's the same thing for you guys. If you're going to bed at 8 a.m. in the morning, don't have coffee at 4 a.m. trying to stay awake. Have a meal. So try to cut down the caffeine, especially towards the end of your shift, as much as possible. That's the stuff I would say with your nutrition. There's a lot more in there, but that's the stuff I think you guys should go after straight away. In regards to some health stuff, so I already mentioned before you go to work, trying to get some sunlight, and don't wear sunglasses, get the sunlight exposure into your eyes. Try to be as consistent and regular as you can with the gym. So being physical. A lot of gyms, so whether it's a personal trainer, group training, or a normal gym, a lot of gyms are 24 hours these days. A lot of gyms do, some classes for shift workers, so like a 9:30 a.m. or a 4:30 p.m. Try and get to those. You might even be able to do a 7 p.m. class, Say you've woken up at 5, go to the 7 p.m. class, have a shower, get changed, go to, that was in the last scenario I was just talking about, go to work, have your pre-shift meal at work, and then you're good to go. So that training session would be like a morning training session for you. When you get home, try and stay away from electronic devices, any bright lights, TVs, phones, stuff like that. And when you're in bed, try to make the room as dark as possible. Again, trying to trick your body into thinking it's a night. So any kind of chargers or something that emit light, try and shut them out or try and put something on top of it. And my laptop charger, I put like a singlet over the top of it or something that's some bit of clothing that's on the floor, just so it drowns out the light. Make sure the blinds are down, the doors are closed. Make it as quiet and as dark as possible so that, again, your body thinks it's a night. And that will, I guess, limit the amount of the impact that you have on that biological clock, and thus, you know, avoid that 10-year cutting off lifespan that I was talking about at the start, which is true. It's real. So yeah, so watch the video back, go through some of the strategies that I spoke about for either your health or nutrition, try and implement them. But at the end of the day, try to avoid as much night shift as possible. Make someone else do it, because this is the way that our biology is, and it's not going to be changing anytime soon. Good luck, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks very much.